episode 1124 show. How you doing, man?
Hey man, it's a Sunday.
Man, I don't
Had a
need
good
that.
week.
Man, just start that
Had a
over
good
again.
week.
Start that over. I didn't like, hey man, you start acting on the camera. Man. Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm good, man.
You good?
I'm fucking good, bro.
That's what I
I'm
like
good.
to hear, man.
Besides that t-shirt, I just not fucking with, man.
Bro, fuck you. This is good. It's a small world. You don't like diversity?
No, man. Stand up. Let me see the shirt.
Let me see
the shirt, man.
It's a small world, you feel me? And then, you know what I'm saying? Can you see my... I don't know.
Why you always
I'm trying to show...
your ass in the camera?
You
did that shit last week.
I'm trying to show the back of the shirt, man.
Oh my god. Always trying to show his cakes and
Anyway,
shit.
shout out to Disneyland. Mickey Mouse, man. Shout out to Mickey Mouse.
Back again.
The
Yep.
thug, bro.
He runs
Hey,
shit.
government is back up.
Yes,
Shout out
it
to
is.
clap it up for the government back up. Clap it up. Hey, make sure you put some shit aside in case it goes down again. And I really do pray that none of y'all had to sell no pussy to get him some information. But if you did, I salute
Reference
you.
the last video.
Yeah,
if you didn't watch it.
I salute you. You did what you had to do.
Hey, but speaking on that though,
What's
I've
up?
heard some people are not getting as much as they anticipated. Like I feel
Their
like
back pay?
No, yeah, the back pay or the pay
Oh, you
in
talking about
general.
taxes?
Yeah, taxes in general. I've heard some.
Okay, I thought you said because government
No.
workers, they get their back pay.
Yeah, but I'm talking about taxes for us. Like I heard we're not getting the same amount. I don't know if you did your taxes yet.
I did, and I need that money now. Like, okay, I checked my account before we got here. Like 3 times. I said it's a Sunday, but I need my shit now. Oh, I hope it's. Like, I mean, the amount that I was told I would be getting back. Like,
What was it?
I'm not gonna say on the
What was it? Come on,
It's
this
enough
is for the people.
It's enough to keep me.
Let me hear it. What's the number?
Bro. It's under 5. I mean, you get more than 5. Then fuck are you claiming? How you? This motherfucker claiming.
I'm claiming 3.
Hey, he claiming bitches' kids like random people and shit. Like no. So you claiming random people. Speaking of relationships, Valentine's Day just passed.
Yes.
Today is the 17th.
17, 3 days ago.
Valentine's Day just passed. How was yours?
It was cool. My lady said
It was trash.
No.
Hey, it was
the dinner was trash, bro. The dinner
because
was
of her. Or
No. Moi in Oakland, MUA.
Asian restaurant.
No, it's American, but it's like really upscale. You know, you're in there for the ambiance, but bro, the steak was like fucking burnt.
Duh.
Everything was trash, bro. And guess how much I spent?
300.
180, and I was like, bro, this shit was nothing. I could have made this shit at home. Yeah, 180. I mean, we got drinks, stuff like that. Everything else was trash. So the crab cakes.
That's a
cool.
Disneyland ticket. Hey, look at the callback. That's a Disneyland
But other
ticket.
than that, my lady set it up. Shout out to her, man. That was the first
you
time
let
my
her
lady
set up Valentine's Day?
Yeah, she actually took control of that. I was like,
and that's goals right there, fellas. He said, man, I ain't doing shit for Valentine's Day.
She doing it for me.
Set the roses up.
She set the roses and everything. She did everything for me, but it was cool, man. I enjoyed it. That was my second one with her, so it was fun.
That's actually, I'm glad you said that though, because I actually did want to talk about how do you feel about like Valentine's Day is cool, but it's almost like I would rather them just outright say this is a holiday for the women. Because it's always meant like you making it seem like it's for both of us. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Because if I make every kiss begin with K and all I got was some Walmart cologne, bitch, this ain't fair. So this is after maybe Macy's, the Diddy collection, Sean John, and you got this whole fly ass everything. Let's stop lying. Let's just say it's
no. I think the woman gets spoiled too much for Valentine's Day. That's why I appreciate my woman, you know, doing her own thing.
And this is the first time that happened to you? Or?
Yeah, first time. Like every woman.
And how old are you?
26.
You see that?
Yeah.
Why are we lying? He's 26. How many Valentine's Days have you celebrated?
Every year.
Damn, since she was 8? You better like that.
Going into that,
This motherfucker.
I've never been curved doing Valentine's Day.
You had never brought the card in elementary, like, hey, there's 2, like, you remember how you get the packs, packs, and then one of them, like, was special, like, it looked, he was like, oh, I'm gonna get this to somebody, it'll be the shiny one and shit, like, the best, I'm gonna get this to Jessica, that's the best girl in the class. And you ain't never had her be like, oh no, thank you, Bobby gave me one already.
Nah, man, I'm the truth.
Get the fuck out.
I'm the truth when it comes to women.
Okay, on Valentine's Day, maybe not, but in general, what's the worst curve that you've had trying to get at a girl? In the club, DMs?
Bro, to be honest, never.
I've never
been fucking curved.
You've never. So anytime, like, you just be like, yo, for you, like, and you started.
What's my slogan?
The thunder?
No.
the Filipino thunder?
Going. No, remember the line I always say at the club?
What?
Girl, you better stop playing with me. That should be working every time. The girls be like, ooh, okay.
Bro, that's last night I heard a dude say some stupid shit like that. He walked up to a girl, he said, ooh, you did that all by yourself. What? See, that's what you want.
What was the content of that?
You just said, look how good you look, came in. But it was just so corny. He was at the bar. It was after the bar. He was parking lot.
Did he fool?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
She laughed like I did. But so you're saying that is once you became of age to where fucking was becoming more of a normal thing.
So 13.
Whenever you get you was knocking since 13?
Yeah, 12.
You was fucking since 13.
13.
You was the guy.
I swear to God.
Who you was running?
Who you think?
You was running with the booty?
Yeah.
You're a liar!
I swear.
Bro, he had big booty Judy in middle. That's not her real name, but
No.
You're lying.
No.
Big.
My ex. Come on.
Oh, from middle school?
Yeah.
With the
8th grade.
Okay. That's
Isn't 8th grade?
That's different,
13?
bro. She was white, bro. They're nasty.
They don't give a fuck, right?
But my bad. Hey, no disrespect,
white girls.
Hey, no disrespect to our white viewers. A little bit of disrespect.
Yeah.
A little bit of disrespect.
For me, I love y'all white folks.
Get the fuck! Hey, I need a new co-host. You see that shit? You over here kissing ass. So you're basically saying once we got of age 8, like in the club age or whatever, if you want pussy, it's as easy as like going to a Jack in the Box drive-thru for you. You just go and grab it from the club, like whatever you want.
I mean, I pick and choose.
I think you look good. How you doing? Come with me.
I pick and choose,
Mushi's
bro.
house.
Come to Mushi's house, get big Filipino.
All right, so somebody's lying.
How about you though? What's your biggest?
Bam.
I know you got a few.
Oh, I got a couple.
I know you got a few.
This one, I fucked it up.
Give me the grade, age, and then the whole. Let me.
No, we was. I was like 24 maybe.
Damn, recently.
She was 24, 23, and she was a bartender. She was a waitress at the strip club. She wasn't a stripper.
Which one?
She was a waitress in the SF strip. I don't know. I only went to one strip club.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was terrible. She was the finest bitch in there though. The strippers were trash. She was bad. Walked up, you know what I'm saying, like a pig, got the number and shit, and then after that, that's when I started to fuck up. And
so you got the number though?
I got but I fumbled when it came time to actually score.
All right, what happened?
Like, it got to the point where we had seen each other like 2 times, whatever.
Oh, so
one of those times,
you were in there. So you were in there, though.
Bro. I helped her move from one place to the next.
Bro,
The bitch bought me sushi and then that was it. She bought me sushi and never told me she did.
It's probably because you made her pay.
Why would I make? What do you mean? She treated me for helping her.
Oh, okay, got it.
But other than that, another one, said like trying to spit a line in the DMs, like, oh, this one was gonna say thanks, my guy. She dared you off the guy. I started sitting like this, like, hey, jeez, I was at the house and shit on the toilet, like, damn, bro. Yeah, I done had a few bad curves, man.
But you know what the fun? No. The funniest curve I think I know is when you went to Vegas and you went an hour.
Bruh, hey, let me tell you straight up. When a young man is coming into his own and he can finally use his dick, bro, he wants to use it and he's tired of doing it himself.
Let's hear it, man.
He wants to get in there. So we in Vegas. Vegas is where all the nasty shit is supposed to happen. I meet up with a chick, you know what I'm saying? A little bulky. I like my women with the marks on them and shit, the tiger stripes. And she fucking with me. Get the number or whatever. She's like, yeah, come through or whatever. My boys want to go to the casino. I'm broke, so I'm like, I might as well go and get some pussy because I'm not doing nothing at the casino. True. I'm thinking she's not too far. from the casino. So I'm like, what hotel you at? All right, bet. I'm gonna walk. I'll walk.
Yeah,
Hey.
and you know the strip, like it's long.
Bro, the strip is long. It's a long fucking strip. I didn't know how long it was. Oh my God. So
It was from the Bellagio.
was it?
Yeah.
And then she was at the Luxor.
Oh,
The Bellagio.
And the Luxor is at the end of the strip,
Bro.
and Bellagio's damn near in the middle.
Oh, bro. I said, hey, bro, just pick me up pick me up when you're done. I'm thinking they're gonna be there 2 hours. Bro, I walked from the Bellagio to the Luxor. Mind you, we had all just been fresh out the shower and shit
At
like
night?
that. Like we got ready in the day, during the day. During the day.
In the hot weather.
Everybody, like, we took a while to leave the hotel. Everybody showered up and shit. But from me walking that distance, bro,
Oh,
by the time I got there, bro,
This boy was stripping.
bro, dumbass.
Wet, son.
Dre, I'm like, oh shit. Like, to the point where I was like, oh, let me go to the bathroom right quick.
Let me bat myself.
Like, even if I'm getting the pussy, like, I'm like, can I jump in the shower right quick? Let me rinse off. But I get there and we're at the little bar or whatever. I think we briefly went into her room.
What's her name? Let's
I don't remember that bitch.
Oh
name.
shit! Alright.
I'm glad. Bitch, I forgot about this until now you bringing up. I need therapy. And I forgot she would say something like, "Oh no, I'm just trying to kick it." I'm like, what? And then no. The funniest thing, bro, as soon as I get there from walking, my boys hit me. Hey, what's up? We done? I've been walking for like 50 minutes, bro.
He just said, "I just got here."
Oh, I said, hey, bro, can you give me like, like 20 minutes, bro? Just give me like 20 minutes. Oh, all right, bro, I guess. All right, we'll stay. But they ended up giving me like an extra 30 minutes, and in that 30 minutes, I just went to the bar, went to her room, and sat on the edge of her bed and talked.
Do you guys have at least an educational?
No, I don't follow that bitch. I don't know that bitch no more, bro. I forgot about her after the next Fat Tuesday, bro.
Wait, so how'd you leave? How'd you get out of that? So first you got nared.
Y'all came up, y'all was like, bro, it's bad.
Yeah.
We've been waiting how long, we gotta go.
And we swooped you.
And y'all came and swooped me. I came and sat in the car like a kid that got picked up from the principal's office and shit, bro. Like, I didn't even want to.
You don't want to talk to nobody? You say shit.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty.
What's the worst pickup line that you ever used? It was like, girl, stop saying that shit. Girl, stop playing with me.
Girl, stop playing with me. And they be like, ooh, you better stop. You ain't ready.
Oh, bro, you over here sound like Ricky Tan and Russell. Girl, stop playing with me. Okay, what else have you used?
I don't know. That was just my line.
Yeah, you ain't never said no dumb shit?
Nah, I never said no dumb
like
shit.
Like stop work?
I be thinking methodically about it. I
Man.
don't say no dumb shit. I know you for sure do.
It was one.
At the club?
Nah, this was at my job.
Wait, the one now?
Bro, no. When I used to work at bitch ass Nordstrom.
Oh, okay.
It was when I first started in San Francisco. It was this fine. She was like a manager. She was tall, like that.
Oh, Nordstrom.
Yeah, she was. She's still gorgeous to this day. But I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was like 21, so you know, dumbass out here. I said something like she had on some outfit. She was tall, slender, looking like, you feel me, like shaped like Naomi Campbell and shit. Looking. I said something like, I said like, oh, you looking like a tall glass of lemonade. Oh man, what the fuck does that even mean?
And what she said?
She was like,
were you trying to say that jokingly to get in there, or you were really just? It just came out.
It just came out, but it was like jokingly, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like you gonna laugh with her. She was like,
yeah.
I think what she said, she's like, does that work on people?
She gassed your ass.
Oh man!
So that was it.
That was, and then
you had one time.
And then one of my coworkers ended up running her shit.
Damn.
I respected the game though. No, I was like, man, the good. Damn, I wish it could have been.
Do you put him higher than you, or you higher than him?
I think he was.
Why you gotta think about that?
No, because he should have that. No, that's my boy. That's my boy. I fuck with him. But if I gotta be honest, he weighs like 110 pounds, so it's like you can't. That's not respectable as a man.
Oh, okay. So
like if you're a man and you wear a size 28 waist, bro, I don't respect you as a man. And nobody, not even women, too, bro.
Hella
like
small.
get your little shout out Jordan Smith. Get your King Poppy J. What's good, bro?
He wear 24, bro.
Hey, don't be cool. Hey, do I bully Jordan?
Hey, I fuck with him actually.
We're gonna play some of Jordan's music.
Let's segue. You know, I was just there was a sneaker community. Quinlan, shout out to him.
Shout out Q, man.
Jordan was there, bro. They played his music. I was like, ooh, this shit.
Yeah, Jordan got some good music. Jordan Smith, we will play his music very shortly.
Maybe bring on the show if you act right.
He be pissing me off. We're having a conversation with Jordan.
Hell yeah, it pissed me the fuck off.
It's like, bro. You remember Up with the dog?
Yeah.
Squirrel! That's like having...
That's him. That's his personality.
You'd be like, God damn it, Jordan,
He can't stay on one topic. Anyways, stop talking shit about him.
No, see, because now it sounds like he has a disability. He's normal. He's normal. So we're not...
I fuck with Jordan, man.
But how was this? So what was it at?
Yeah, so Quinlan threw a sneaker community, like, event. So it was like getting, like, it was almost like a similar to, like, Sneaker Con, Duck Exchange, where people, like, bring in all the collections, start selling, and then, you know, they bring in customers to, like, you know, either trade, buy shoes. Quinlan did the first one, I would say, like, on his own without, like, any big vendors out there. So he was working closely probably with Soul Supremacy, I believe.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, he set this up. Like, he marketed through Instagram. He made all his, you know, all his homies post it, and, like, the turnout was crazy, man. There was about, like, 24 tables. We had one, Heirloom had one, pretty successful. Thanks for everyone that came out. Shout out to them though. I appreciate it, and anyone that, you know, came down the store. It's only 15 minutes away. I appreciate it, you guys too. Shout out to Ricky from, you know, the Seattle Seahawks. He came by.
Ricky Alford.
Yeah, one of the homeboys.
Lenny Jones.
Lenny Jones was there. Hopefully we can get one of them on this set. But yeah, overall it was just like, I was surprised, bro. There was a lot of. What I took away from it was, you know, obviously the Bay Area, we all collaborated. Like, that was the best part of it. You know, the sneaker community is, you know, what we do here. Mm-hmm. But, like, seeing all the little kids, man, bro, I was like, man, these little kids, I mean,
like 4 or 5?
No, like middle school.
Okay.
Like, having collections, like, I'm like, bro, how the hell do you have this? And I know, I'm a grown-ass man. But again, their parents are paying, but I think there's two ways I thought about it. So one way is obviously, you know, the parents are a little spoiling them and like showing them the limelight, like the fashion light and like the light. But the thing is that these kids are learning, you know, business development and like developing their own business. So it's just like, it's smart. Like, I saw this little kid like talking money. Like, this kid, I asked him how old are you? He was like, oh, I'm a freshman. I just this year. I was like, bro, like, you're already talking money. You're already trying to flip. You're trying to make this. Do this. I was like,
talk about the market value.
I'm like, bro, how old are you? 13?
That's good. That's good.
So I mean, just seeing all of that, like from 13 to people that are 45, 50, 60, is just like, man, like, it's crazy how the sneaker world would never go away.
Was it just selling or was it trading?
No. So there was selling and trading. Like, we had our own table, so we brought in a whole bunch of shoes, and then, you know, we visited other, you know, vendors out there.
Walk me through did you guys trade with anybody?
Yeah, so
how does that go? How does the trade work?
So for me, so it's different. Shout out to Derek from Soul Supremacy. I really like talked to him about like how, you know, the sneaker community has changed.
Soul Supremacy.
Yeah, so like now everyone is using StockX. Everyone knows that's one of the biggest platforms. They're using it to reference prices, but back in the days we didn't have that. So we would be like, hey, what is a good deal for me and my interest? Like, typically now, like, people are like being too picky with money, so it's hard to trade now. So it's more the people that we trade with that make the trade, or people that we actually have understand what the sneaker community has became now and was in before. So it's all about the value to what it can bring to you, more than rather than the money. Like, if you become greedy about, you know, the money and stuff like that, like, it just gives away the value of trading. It gives away the value of a sneaker community, because you're focusing too much on the money motivation rather than what's going to make me happy, what is going to bring me a deal.
It's a subjective
culture.
Yeah,
for sure.
Whatever you like. Yeah.
Whatever you like. And also down the line, you never know what Soul Supremacy or Heirloom can do for you if you give them a good trade. So the trade is, you know,
so like
we try to make it as fair as possible.
What'd you trade?
Also money value too.
Money value.
Yeah, so it's all about money value and just trading. Like we try to do what's best for the customers for sure.
Do you have any examples of an item that you traded? Like, did you trade some Yeezys for some Air Maxes or what?
No, so I don't recall exactly because we did a few transactions, but if someone is eyeing a shoe, we'll try to work something for sure, no doubt. Like,
and did anybody walk up, be like, yo, bro, I like those shoes right there. Can I trade the ones on my feet?
No, bro. There's this kid. There's this kid in there, right? He was walking around like he asked me fights like, "Hey, you want to buy this?" I go, "Bro, you just talked to me like 2 minutes ago." I'm like, "Bro, chill out." I was like, "Chill out." And then what happened was that he literally brought in like 5 pairs of things, right? Bro came in, gone with all 5. New pairs of shoes, new hoodie. I'm like, bro, did you just trade everything off your clothing?
That's a cold hustle.
I was like, hey. And I was expecting, he was young too. I was like, all right, hey, I fuck with it. Like, he was making deals out there, so fuck with him, man.
Shout out to Quinlan for putting all this together.
Yeah, I do appreciate Quinlan for sure. That was something I've never experienced before. I mean, I've done it sneaker con and stuff like that at a bigger platform, but like someone I know and like someone to do everything on his own, like I really fuck with him for that. So shout out to him, man.
Transitioning into another subjective area that's opinion based, but yet awards are given and whatnot. Grammys just happened.
Oh shoot, yo.
Don't really want to talk about the whole thing. Do want to talk in particular about Travis Scott. Astro. Shout out to Astro World, man.
One of the best concerts I've been to by far.
Very, very good. Went all the way to LA.
If you missed it, yeah, you did go all the way to LA.
Because I missed it. It was worth it. I missed it. No, it was worth it. It was worth it.
It was worth it. Definitely one of the best.
Had the roller coaster and was actually, he had his own like roller coaster set up to like 2 different segments. One that goes like in a circle, like upside down. Yeah. The other one that's just a little tram, and let the fans ride it during the show.
Hey, this is my thing. Do you think those fans were picked out already?
No, cause I was like, you got to sign a liability for them. I feel like if this shit falls,
correct,
it's a bad look. I don't know, cause the way that they get picked though too, like they're in the mosh pit.
Yeah. So,
and the only people who I like they could for sure they haven't been pre-picked. Yeah. Is people who are sitting up front and then he like gives the mic to them and makes them go
for
song.
sure, like just to go. Yeah.
But nah, bro, I think there's no. How could you fabricate that? Because it's a mosh of people. And
correct. And how you gonna find one person?
Because it goes from one stage to the next.
Or at your show did he pull someone upstage to rap with him?
No, it was a girl. It was a big girl up front that he let.
Disrespect him like that?
No, I'm saying
it just said a young lady.
No, it's for context. She wasn't getting on stage.
They couldn't lift her. The security guards had.
No disrespect though. What I'm saying, like she was also pushed up like against like the fence. Like there wasn't much room for her to move. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Anyway, what I want to talk about is I want to say he didn't win a Grammy. For best song of the year. The song of the year one was Drake for God's Plan. Very good song. Yeah. Drake's speech was very dope as well. For I think rap album of the year was Cardi.
How you feel about that?
Congrats to both of them. Okay. Shout out to Cardi. Shout out to Drake. I'm over here shouting out like I know him. But God's Plan was great. But I felt like sicko mode. If anything, Cardi, it was kind of very apparent that she's the people's favorite right now. She's gonna win for sure. But then, if I had to compare God's Plan and sicko mode, dope songs. God's Plan, he gave away like $1 million in the video.
I think it was a dope song.
Had a feeling that was gonna win something because of that. But sicko mode's production.
Bro, all the little pieces, intricacy put into that, and having Drake on it.
Yeah, and Drake came out at the show too when I was there.
So is that who was performing? I was trying to figure out.
So Quavo was, but it was Grammy weekend when I was there. So everybody's out there. And so Quavo came out, Drake came out. But then at the Grammys too, is like Travis performed, and I'll be honest, his TV performances, I'm not too fond of.
Yeah, the Super Bowl was
trash. Horrible. I didn't watch the Super Bowl because I respect myself.
I thought you were going to be at a bar.
I was getting a haircut during the Super Bowl, and so I seen like the first 2 quarters. But after that, I didn't watch. And then
if I was your bar, I would have said, "Fuck you." I'm watching the Super Bowl. I'd have been someone that doesn't. Who's not athletic.
We'll say that for when we get a football player here. But his performance. It's like the audio wasn't there. Yeah. But when you see him live in concert, that shit. Because I was actually kind of looking at the whole setup and how he did it. The show started at 8. Mm-hmm. He had it start around 18. Sheck West is on. maybe like 8:10.
It's cool.
Sheck West is. I was in line trying to get merch at the time. Sheck West has like a 25-minute set, and then after that, the audience is sitting.
Wait, Gundam wasn't there?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No. Was he?
He had to be. He's part of the lineup.
Put it to you this way: their sets were done by like 8:30, 8:45.
It was quick.
And 8:30, 8:40,
Yeah.
and then we waited till like 9:30 for Travis to get on. I was like, God damn, bro! Like this is hell. Like in my mind, I was like, because I was like, yeah, probably. he was playing with his nose. He was doing something. He was living out his songs. But I was like, I could be in line right now getting merch, and I was a little lit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to fall asleep. But like by the time he get on stage, I was falling asleep. It was 9:30, and then he just comes out rolling. He's dying, and the whole crowd just went from being like docile to just immediately. And I was like, because in my mind I was like, no artist really can pull the, like if you have me waiting for 40 minutes, I don't give a fuck who you are unless you're a superstar. I don't want to see you no more. You got to be Beyonce, Jay-Z, even Drake maybe.
Yeah. For
me to be interested, but that alone, then, Travis came and did that.
Yeah, even then, Travis' performance was by far better than Drake's.
In terms of
just the hype and just like
you were talking about the Drake concert.
Yeah, the Drake concert.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's because Drake sings, so obviously you lose some
bitches
of that
come out the leather and shit.
You lose that excitement, and bro, the mosh pit was waving like this, bro. I was like, bro. No, talk about the Kanye mosh pit, bro.
Bro, when I looked
Travis mosh pit was flowing,
and I was thinking of Kanye when I seen it in my mind. No one man should have all that power. That's what I was thinking. Because as soon as I'm talking about, like I said, I was falling asleep. As soon as Travis came out, I'm up. The crowd is up. Like I wouldn't be damned if the rest of the crowd wasn't falling asleep a little bit too. And that takes a lot of. Sorry. Hey, we had this shout out the cameraman. I'll draw media, man. But
I'm mad he didn't win the Grammy though.
Yeah, man.
But they can't give it to everyone. But
they showed the camera on his face. He just like he looked like he looked sad, man.
He was shocked.
He looked because it's like, and I feel him because it's like, what more do I have to do to get one? But then again, you gotta think there's J. Cole doesn't have one. There's a lot of Nas doesn't have one.
Pac doesn't have one.
Pac doesn't have one.
Kendrick have one?
Kendrick did. Yes, Kendrick did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what like the Grammys is like, bro, it's a subjective culture. And then on top of that, album of the year went to some country singer, bitch. It's my fault. Anyways, I don't know your name.
Oh, I know her name.
That's what I'm saying. I've heard like one of her songs.
But you gotta think with America.
I think she got that one. You dated a white girl, you might know this.
No.
It's like, I don't know. Anyway, she won. So it's just like, damn. But just seeing like Travis not win.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are your thoughts on that album in terms of like a rap album of the year?
I honestly think it's one of the best albums I've heard by far.
Ever? You saying?
No, like recently, like in terms of, because the rap game now is so different from the rap game before. So I'm comparing it probably.
Thank you for saying that.
Probably like in the last 5 to 10 years, it's probably one of the best albums for sure.
Man, and it was, but that category alone, the best rap album this year was Nipsey. Yeah. It was Cardi.
They had a good
Drake. It was Astro World. It was fuck. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting who I'm forgetting. I know I'm forgetting somebody, but it was a tough category. It was tough categories on this one. For sure, but it's like But in terms of the music not being the same, glad that you said that. I'm not comfortable with a lot of the content that's going on in this new music. In particular, like the weird artists, not like the artists that like I know I respect you. You can actually rap and shit like that. But like all these Lil such and such, Lil butt fuck. I don't know. Lil I don't know. I remember I meme. There's a rapper. It was like in Rasputin or something. Yeah. His name was Lil Spank Booty. Shout out, hey, that's the name of this episode. Lil Spank Booty.
Lil Spank Booty. Like, how the fuck you come up with that shit?
And in the album cover, he was like, he thought he was Nelly and shit, hanging out the driver door of the car with his tats and shit like this. Looked like he was serving dope. Man, Lil Spank Booty. But recently, a rapper, I got it in my list. YNW, Melly. I guess he just got caught up for singing about he got caught up in a murder rap from what I'm understanding, and one of his songs that went viral on Twitter is him singing about him accidentally killing somebody. Like he didn't even mean to do it. He caught him by surprise, and then it kind of goes over like man, you know what I'm saying? The dude had tears in his eyes saying he didn't want to die, and it was like it was some deep stuff.
Yeah.
Which is what in its essence, the whole hip hop rap shit is what it's about. That's why people are so adamant about like, yo, Drake's not writing his shit. This is not legit because it's not telling. It's insinuating you're not telling your story, and it's origins. That's what the whole shit is about. You know what I'm saying? Grandmaster Flash and all. Grandmaster. Grandmaster Flash and them. Is it I'm having a brain fart. I apologize, hip hop. I don't know what you're talking like I know, and then I fucked it up.
I'm just tuning in.
Don't push me.
Yeah, Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, Grandmaster Flash. Yeah. That shit right there, broken glass everywhere. People pissing on that shit is real. So then I respect it for that thing, right? Mm-hmm. It sucks that he was singing about some shit that he potentially was really doing, got caught up. But then you have other shit that's being said in the music, like Juice WRLD, and Future has this song called Fine China, I believe.
Slaps.
No, that's what I'm saying. The melody, even the YNW, the melody, it's a beautiful melody.
What's it called?
Fine China.
What's it about?
Heroin? It's about a girl, I guess, or I don't know the metaphor, but from the literal sense of it, which is like, okay, it's hard for me to see this metaphor. There's a part in there where he's talking about like, he's deeply in love with her, and if she, I wrote these lyrics down because I was like, this is some crazy shit. If she leaves, I'm a killer. She'll die. Did I say that out loud? That's when I get the auto-tune. Yeah. Did I say that out loud? I'm so crazy about mine. Like, so basically saying, like, if she leaves, I'm a killer. Even, like, joking about it. I'm sure maybe he's not. I mean, I don't know the man. Maybe he is serious, maybe he's not. Yeah. But joking about killing a woman who's leaving you, who's sick of your shit. Yeah. And I'm not trying to get like, oh wow, you're gonna be the extra feminist dude. I use the word bitch all the time, so there goes that. But it's like
disrespectful ass.
Well, no, bitch could be. I call you bitch. That's it. What the fuck?
It's all love.
Bitch is a love word. It's a unisex term. You know what I mean? But like the fact that like shit, like cause like you said, it slaps. It's a catchy song. It's some sick shit that the record label is gonna allow him pushing to produce that. You're pushing a motherfucker singing.
What label is he on?
I didn't look into that. I don't care. That's the thing. I don't give a fuck where he signed. I'm just like more morally. Like, what is wrong with you?
But if I may speak, that's the thing. A lot of these record labels or music that's being put out is independent, so you can say whatever you want, and there's no filter. There's no rules.
That is true,
and that's been like that for the past 20 years.
No, there's not very record labels who are independent.
Record labels before, like you heard a Cop Killer, Ice-T, and all that stuff. They wouldn't put that stuff out. Tupac, they wouldn't put none of their stuff out as if they were independent. If I own my own record label and I'm distributing my own shit, I can talk about whatever I want. Yeah. And that's the game nowadays. There's maybe 3 major record labels left. So they can't tell you what to put out, and people putting out what they want to put out.
For sure.
I'm willing to bet though. Here, I'll tell you right now, because we can use. I don't know why we act like we don't have phones in here. Like last episode, I was like, I don't want them to see the phone like this. I have a double chin. Like I look so fucking down. Like thank you, we can see the phone. Like it's not. Hey, by the way, we did get some feedback for the last episode. Thank y'all. Go ahead.
No, fuck y'all.
Oh yeah, they said they didn't like it. They was like, he's too uptight. I don't like shaky. I don't like his shorts. Fuck it. See your gooch. See you talking about my shit like.
My shirt pants. It was my shorts that was in the way, huh?
Yeah, bro.
I feel it.
But I mean, it's no different. There have been songs like that. I know they didn't like me talking on camera last time either. Man.
Yeah, the cameraman has some good.
But I'm just saying that there have been songs about
voice,
emotions and all that. That's gonna keep selling.
Yeah.
And it's as society.
I just think like some of the content, right? Like if you're trying to, help the kids out or whatnot. Like imagine kids hearing that and being like, "Hey, I can say that shit too."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that's more of what I would say. I don't think there's an issue with what anyone has to say, right? They can say whatever they want. It's their song, their label. If their label is okay with, but it's more of what is the message that you're sending out to either young ones or even
that music is specifically for younger folks.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, even younger adults.
Even adults though, like imagine if you're able to say that anywhere.
Like, bro. It's not, and especially
imagine saying that in school.
Try it.
A little kid. A little kid would get suspended.
But
even guys making millions.
The context of it more importantly, being the world that we're living in today, every day you got somebody getting called out for some shit that they did at a party 30 years ago or whatever. Yeah. Like, it's a sensitive time. And then we also have women that are getting beaten, that are getting raped, that are getting so on and so forth. Yeah. And by these men who are upset with them, and then you make a song about like you're glorifying, like, yeah, if she leaves, I'm a killer. Yeah. That's some sick shit. That shit is not. I couldn't find who the fuck he signed to because he's not important. I mean, he is important. He is important. I'm sure. He got to go. If he see this, he's like, so I got more money, you bitch ass. I'm waiting for my taxes though. You're waiting for your $500. But it's just, man, it's some eerie. Like I get fucking goosebumps listening to that because it's like this is some demonic shit, low key. Like this is a sick world, boy. It's a sick world. Yeah. But let's go ahead and get the fuck out of that. I do want to going back to the original topic of the curves and shit like that, and you apparently are the coolest motherfucker ever. You've never been curved. Never said nothing. What's the dumbest shit that you've ever said in bed? I know you done said some stupid shit.
I don't say no dumb shit, but it's
Call
more.
me Tito.
I think I actually recently I said, "Oh, you like that Filipino thunder?"
Oh,
how you got it?
And what is the thunder that you speak of? Is it the stroke? Is it your actual thing?
What actual thing?
Your actual thing.
Yeah, the actual thing.
So you just
came in there.
King Dingling. King Dingling. So you end up, what, okay, the Filipino.
And I think it's more like some of the random grunts that be like either I sound like I might be taking a shit, or I might be struggling.
Bro,
I don't know.
I start growling myself up.
Let me get closer to the mic.
Hey, hold on. Let me look you in your eyes. Hey,
it's all up. Everyone that watched that is gonna say you're ugly.
Hey, but they be loving it though. Hey, in your ear. But then that was something I had to take a shit on that.
See, that's right.
Other than that,
sometimes the noises sound like you gotta take a shit.
Other than that, one of the dumbest things I think I've said is like this ruined the whole mood. Like,
and did it stop?
No, we kept it. Like it was a pause though. It was like a 2-second stop, and then we like, oh, we're just gonna go back to act like you said that dumb shit. I said something like,
Can you name a girl or no?
No, I ain't gonna name
it.
Okay. You gotta follow. Come on. Hey, it was a girl. This was years ago. Hey, everything was years ago.
Your escape approved.
Everything was years ago. But it was years ago, and I'm in it. I was hitting it from the back and enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs in the butt, so on and so forth. Going crazy. Then I'm like, I think I told her like, you know what I'm saying? Give me your hands. Like hands behind the back.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Bow. Or you can stretch it out. Sometimes my shoulder get fucked up. And you got this straight. You be like, hold on. Let's stretch it for a minute. But I'm like, I told her like, I don't know how I said that part. That was dumb too. And said, give me your hands. And then she did it. I don't know if maybe she didn't hear me. I did have her face in the pillow, so she might not have heard it. And then after she didn't do it, I was like,
imagine this one.
I said, did you just disobey an order?
Direct order.
Did you just disobey an order, bruh? And then she didn't say shit. She definitely heard that. Hey,
did her hands go back though?
No, her face was out the pillow at that point. She heard me say that. And she still didn't put her hands back. And I was like, damn. I don't know what this means. No, she was we finished. Yeah. But I said that was stupid. What else did I say?
I'm sure you be saying a lot of dumb shit.
There's been a few times where, you trying to fuck another bitch? Like, why did that even come in your mind? I'm thinking ahead. You're not in the moment. Up to the threesome, it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened.
I'm surprised.
At some point.
Not for me. It's not my thing. I'm not in that now.
Why not?
I like to cater to one person.
Man, shut the fuck
up. I swear to God.
Mr. Girl, stop playing. It's not like you like to cater to women. Get the fuck.
I like to cater to fuck around and you get left out.
Boy, you know how mad I'll be. But what would you do?
If I came home?
No, what would you do if your girl was like, hey baby, you know, you my man, you do everything for me, I love you, I want to give you, you know what I'm saying, a little treat, I want to bring another woman into bed. Like if she approached you with it, right? And then you like, what? It's not my thing, but shit, you with it,
yeah.
all right. And then it's game day.
Yeah.
It's about to. It's game day. It's about to out to the turf. It's about to happen. No. It's a girl.
Yeah.
She brought a girl, but she brought a bitch that looked like Young Mind. she brought a bitch with the Yankees cap on.
The girl was clearly for her.
Supporting ones,
bruh. And then the bitch pull out like she reaches, she like brought her backpack with like I brought some drinks and shit, and then she pulled the thing out like what's popping.
I was instantly walking.
Bluetooth dildo.
She put the spill. They had a Bluetooth. Shout out to Bluetooth. She pulled a Smith and Wesson dildo. How do you react to that?
I'm
fighting,
mad,
bro.
Yeah.
On my mama, I'm fighting.
You throwing phase both?
I'm fighting Young Mom, bro. I'm fighting them.
You be throwing phase. I'll be throwing phase too. I'll be like, dude. I'll be shocked though. That's something I'll be shocked about.
That'd be some sick. You know, I want to speak on something. Let's get a little serious. Let's talk. I do on this podcast. It's 11:24, so I want to keep shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of 11:24 is direct. We want it to be exactly what it is.
Sure.
Calling a spade a spade. I do want to talk about. I use the word dyke jokingly. It's a word that's been around for a while.
You use it a lot.
I do use the word dyke a lot. I do try to. When I see that it bothers people, like I'm not gonna be an asshole about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to particularly bother people, but I do find like in my mind, there's a Now I grew up. I've had lesbian family members who kind of classify as dyke, or their girlfriends classified as dykes more so. I don't want to. What are your thoughts on this? I think that there is a differentiation between lesbians and dykes. Like a dyke is a different entity within lesbianism, right? Okay. And it's like in a joking but seriously manner, I feel like the women who be complaining about the word dyke a lot, like if they complain to me about using the word dyke, you're not even hardcore enough to fit the gap. Like dykes is some real. I respect dykes. They're about their business. A dyke will throw hands. You feel me?
And talk that shit.
A dyke will drink their liquor out the brown paper bag and shit. For whatever reason, I don't know why they still do that one. But it's like I'm also like, bitch, where are you? They're cool. Like the dyke, anybody who I know who I've called a dyke that's an actual dyke,
cool with it.
They're cool with it. Yeah. It's not like I'm just going around yelling, I'm gonna call you a dyke, bitch, like to nobody. But it's like do you see the dip? Because there's like shit is so. The problem that I'm having, I guess, if I want to get to it, even aside from this, everybody thinks that everything is cut and dry. Everybody thinks that everything is black and white, concrete. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, you know what I'm saying, and not to be hypocritical to what the show is about, being like just calling it. Actually, no. Yeah, that actually speaks to what the show is about. Yeah. Calling it what it is, and sometimes it's not black and white, and a majority of the times the shit that we it's fucking the gray area. Yeah. We operate in the gray, and I think that the whole concept of everything being concrete, black and white.
But that's how everything is, though, regardless of calling someone a dyke or not.
No. That's what I'm saying. Even aside from that. It's fucking things. That's why there's so much. People are having so many issues and having so many complaints, and it's like, oh, I can't say nothing. And it's like, dude, shit is like using the word bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm using it derogatory, hey, fuck you, bitch, like, and to somebody I don't like, I'm angry with it, whatever. Yeah, by all means, what the fuck is wrong with you? But if I'm jokingly, hey, bitch, like, oh, you can't use that word because you're not a woman, and it's like, okay, but you're associating it.
But it's the same thing with the N-word.
See,
it's the same thing.
You know what? I'm glad that you transitioned to that.
Did you see that Gucci shit too?
Yeah. Last night, bro, at the bar, it was an Arab, bro, with a full-on Gucci sweater and shit. I was like, bro, you over here trying to holler at black girls.
he fucked up twice. I was like, bro, he fucked up twice.
Got the Gucci sweater on, and you trying to holler at the sisters.
Fuck.
What the fuck is up? That's that, man. He had that tycoon money. He didn't care. No, he had me fucked up. This happened last night. I was violated last night. I want to get serious.
All right.
I'm at the bar.
Are you really serious?
No, I'm at the bar. Arab bro with the Arab money Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Arab bros.
Gucci thing.
I don't want to piss nobody Arab off for obvious reasons. No, that's fucked up.
And you are one.
That's fucked up. But anyway, he was playing pool.
All right.
I'm at the bar.
Yeah.
My back turned. I'm talking to Chelsea.
Okay.
And
Chelsea's one of the homegirls.
Homegirls, yeah. He got the thing. This motherfucker put the stick in my butt.
Get the fuck out.
Bar fight.
That nigga stuck up to pull up your booty cheeks.
Bro.
He's stuck.
I'm done.
Man. But anyway,
what was your response? Let me see your facial expression.
I was like, oh, my bad, bro. My bad, bro.
You were heated.
I was like, bro. I was like, who would have thought in Hayward, California?
This shit would
in my own city. But okay, no, I do want to go back to the. Let's get serious. No, because this is Black History Month right now, especially. And who would have thought that of all people we would be talking about this? But I think it is important for this portion of it. I'm not going to say that it's on us to have the full conversation because it's not fully involving us. But what I would like to speak on, this is what I want to talk about from the beginning of doing the show. I'm glad you fucking segued into this. Thank you. The use of that word, the N-word, and we do have to address it. Just came out right now. I do want it just came out, and the use of it in particular by people who are not black. Now, in terms of people who get upset by it, like, well, what do you mean I can't use this? I understand
the race that
there are black people who aren't black,
okay.
and they get upset when black people get upset that they're using it. I think for one, you have to understand, if you're in the black position. And in many instances, it feels like, I don't know who's on my side. So why the fuck would I be okay with letting you say that if I don't really know if you're actually, like, you might be cool in my face, but behind closed doors, you might not be, right? Yeah. I think that's something that needs to be understood by the non-black participants in it. And granted, sure, everybody should not use, you shouldn't be using it. But is that going to happen realistically? No. Probably not. In private conversations, listening to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, not a lot of people are gonna bleep it out, even in their head. You know what I'm saying?
I think it naturally just comes out. I think it's almost like
it's taken on the identity of a popular culture.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
it's everywhere.
So, but it still doesn't make it right to use.
Correct. I agree.
But then also, I do want to call out those who use it. Like, for example, I want to use a specific example of a Latino gentleman that I seen use it before. But I want to call you out for using it if you're not black in particular. And I want you to question yourself. What do you really think about the people that word belongs to? Because some people are using it, and then they're using it in a popular culture context, and to be cool, to be fun. A lot of times in a joke or something like that. It is unfortunately it serves as a punchline and shit like that. It works, but then when shit goes bad and they have something goes bad in between, like between them and one particular black person, they have an issue. And then if the word comes out, then it has its original meaning. You went from oh no, Biggie Small said it, it's fine, to no. Now I'm gonna use it as it was originated, and I'm not comfortable with that. I think that not enough people are told by their own. They're told, of course, they're told by black people, but they always disregard it. But they're not told enough by their own. What are you doing? The example I want to give them at the barbershop. It's a Mexican barbershop where it says this dude, people be cutting in their mom's garage. This dude, shout out to him. I'm not gonna say his name. I don't want to say his name. I was going to him. I was like, yeah, man, I feel good. Let my people cut my hair, man. Brown. He's a little lighter than me, but he's still brown. He's brown. You know what I'm saying? The brown business, support it. But he kept pushing my line back, so I. Definitely, no disrespect. I had to go.
You can't fuck with that.
I had to go. But I'm waiting. There's another Latino dude. They're both fair-skinned Latinos. Now the barber, he's not really talking much. He's just kind of giving like segue material, like, oh, for real? What about this? What about that? And the dude is talking as you do. We're talking about sneaker culture, like we just were. Talking about how fucked up the game is. How it used to be crazy to get shoes. Now it's getting a little easier. I bring up, we all end up bringing up like, damn, man, and they're just people camping. Now, there's crazy shit people do. Camping, how people shooting each other for the shoes, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And prior to that conversation, he's having a separate conversation I'm not participating in, and dropping that word like fucking 30 times. And every other word, it's like, God, damn, bam. And it's like, okay, now I'm out of it. Like, it's also hard because it's like me not being black, surrounded by other people who aren't black. Yeah. If I come out and say, hey, come on, man, why y'all using it? Then I gotta do, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, bro, why are you defending, blah, blah, who are you? And it's like, bro, because I can't fight everybody, unfortunately. I wish I was Chris Tucker or Jackie Chan in Rush Hour. But, okay, so he goes from using it, right? Then we get to that sneaker portion of the conversation and talking about people getting shot over the shoes and stuff. And he goes from using the NIGGA, right, to, when we talk about that part, honestly, like, talk about, like, what's wrong with people who are doing harm for shoes. And he goes, honestly, bro, it's the mayates, man. And mayate is a Spanish, the literal meaning is a cockroach, I believe. But the slang meaning is the original meaning of that word in the U.S. The ER version, right? And then I didn't say nothing. Granted, I looked at him, I ain't say nothing, but it was just like how did you just go?
From using it 30 times.
From using this shit 30 times, thinking it was cool.
Yeah, and then using
and now there's a problem, and you're blaming the problem on one particular group of people, when in reality the whole sneaker culture is fucked up because of everybody. Yeah. And granted, and how many? I'm willing to bet there was a lot of Asian kids at that meetup yesterday.
100%.
A lot of Filipinos in the house. You feel me? Shout out to Jollibee.
Shit's nasty as fuck.
I've never eaten it. I don't know.
Don't eat there.
Yeah, I know better.
Yeah,
I know better. Look at that mascot. I look like you got an ant or a bee.
It looks like the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah, bro. Just
with McDonald's mixed in.
It looked like the Ohio State Buckeye, but like what's that shit? The radiation hit it or something. like what's going on? But you know what I'm saying? Just going back to that, it's just like, that's very interesting. Do you not understand how dumb you look right now? Because you just went from borrowing the word to now, oh, no, I'm going to go ahead and revert back to the original copy. And, yeah, I think that for those of you out there who watch this, who may use it frequently, and who aren't black, that's something to think about, man. And then that's also right there, that's speaking to, that right there alone should tell you why somebody who's not black, or excuse me, somebody who is black, I apologize, somebody who is black would be uncomfortable with you using it. Because around me, it's, you just using it because Travis Scott said it in a song, Kanye said, whatever. But then when you're around your own, it could turn into mayate real quick, or whatever variation of your language it is. And it's, that conversation is just it's a never-ending one. It's a tough one. I just brought it up because actually it's something that I wanted to bring up. One of the reasons why I wanted to do the podcast was to talk about uncomfortable shit like that. For sure. You segued into it. I appreciate that. It's all in the Bay Area. It's a I think per region too, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Granted, not every black person is the same, so not everyone is gonna feel the same about you using it. Some will be okay with it, some don't care, some will be very upset. But in areas such as the Bay Area in New York, from my understanding, it looks like a lot of non-blacks use it. I'm granted everywhere non-blacks use it. But a lot of non-blacks get the pass on it. I can't really speak on whether that's right or not. It depends. It depends
on the individual. It depends on the content you use it. But again, it's not a word that should be used. But unfortunately, just how pop culture is.
Are we just chalking it to pop culture and not using self-discipline to not use it? If you don't believe it's a good word, you shouldn't use it regardless of everyone else uses it.
As a little kid, you can't be saying all the negative. Bad.
Yeah.
My thing is, as a nigga,
as a black dude,
you know what I'm saying? Voice. I'm saying that you can, and as your point, you can choose your battles. Yeah. I mean, I can sit here and ride the 29 through the city and hear it all day by the Filipino kids and all them. You know what I mean? I can fight them all. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm just saying, as far as like, for me, I try not to, I tend not to let people say it, other people. Yeah. I mean, I say it all day. All my niggas say, we say it all day. You know what I mean? But
y'all can't use this shit.
It's really about content, though. Yeah. Context. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Context.
And for me, I just don't get people comfortable. Other people's, I don't get them comfortable, because if you saying it around me and I don't regulate or nothing like that, and then we get around somebody else and they feel a certain way. Yeah. I'm not gonna jump in and say, no, he's cool, blah blah blah. That's for you
to make that decision. Whether it's the other party or yourself, I think it's
right.
But I think in that, if like for your homies, if you're with your homies, you know, obviously we all know who we are. If we use it in our circle, that makes sense. But like if you go out to the community outside and you just blabbering that word, like I think that's where it can trigger a little action.
But also to make sure it makes sense within your circle. Correct. Because you don't know. You always just might be like, well, that's my boy. I'm not. But I don't. Because it's like you get in those comments. Like even in the barbershop, I'm like, bro, I'm just here to get a fucking haircut. Right. I'm not sure if he's pushing my line back yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me make sure my line. I didn't come here for this, but I got other shit to worry about. So it's keep it 11-24. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with what your thoughts are. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? Be honest, transparent with your friends.
Find out what the word means.
Find out exactly.
Find out the history.
So, someone that's not educated on where that word comes from.
I don't hear Asians talking about, no, you can't call me chink, and they call each other chink. Yeah. You know, if it's offensive all the way around.
And to keep it a buck too, there's not many other. There's not. Every other culture does not have a word as significant as that one.
Well, I mean, no. The key is they do, but the thing is, it's still the pecking order. It's still the pecking order. Black people are still in society. Yeah. You know, the Asians look down on the blacks, and the Mexicans look down on the blacks, but it all comes from one source. The white folks. So they're the minority, and they're LeBron James now. Their better days are behind them. You know what I mean?
Because I have a deep conversation that's out. What time are we at right now, though?
We're in 55.
Yeah. Jesus. We'll hop into the next one.
Okay, we do want to touch on that because we'll talk about that. We'll get that to another episode. I do also want to bring up too, man, Black History Month, shortest month of the year. We all know they always give the shit end of the stick. Shout out and happy Black History Month, celebrating it. I'm noticing at the company that I'm working with. And even a lot of companies, there's not a Black History Month celebration, even though there's, they have like 4 black people in a lot of these companies. There's not a Black History Month celebration, but at my job, we've had a Chinese New Year celebration.
Okay, that's different. Mine didn't have one. It just depends on
a Chinese New Year or
neither.
Yeah, well, but it's also like it's just crazy like. Granted, shout out to Chinese New Year too, everybody, but it's like, which is also funny, like, oh, you gave black people the same month that we gotta have another, you know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, who's giving?
Exactly.
Who's doing giving?
Exactly.
Fuck them.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to Kaepernick too.
The Oscars, the Grammys, all that. I mean, none of that shit matters.
Exactly.
The BET Awards should be the most coveted award by black people.
But who owns BET?
Well, now.
Yeah, now.
But I'm just saying, in that realm, the Oscars, the Grammys, the Emmys, none of that is served. That's not for us.
Yeah.
It's not for you. Exactly. It's not for you.
No, it's not. No.
Different. The minute we stop giving credence to that and saying, oh, we have to reach that level or please those people, that is where the win starts.
Exactly. Yeah. But at the end of the day,
they gave us Black History Month. They gave us fuck them.
Exactly. And
sorry,
but fuck y'all after I get my taxes back. Though. I need my taxes, and then it's back to
he needs that $500.
This fuck y'all. But we got to get ready to close it. I do want to. I'm glad we're on. God damn, we got so much more to talk about. We'll talk about it later.
You got to tune in. But once again, let's shout out the shop real quick.
I have one last thing I want to. And then we'll
look at this guy.
One last thing. No, this is just real quick because there's not too much follow up. Kaepernick and the NFL settled the collusion agreement out of court. I'm happy, and the alleged amount is somewhere in the 80 to 100 million allegedly. Yeah. I know it's allegedly. Yeah. Nobody knows. It's allegedly. For one, shout out to Cap, man, because he's been very fucking persistent doing his
11-24.
11-24. This is what we're about to get real right here. This is about to calling a spade because now the narrative that they're trying to push. A lot of sports analysts and shit. Oh, see, it was always about the money. If it was really about this, why settle? Because even the whole fact that the fact that they settled alone shows that the NFL.
They got something to hide.
We colluded. Yep. We were blackballing you. So that already is showing. When you settle, that's exactly what it looks like. In this case, that's exactly what it is. But now, the bullshit narrative that's getting pushed, and I want to be, I mean, we ain't got that many fucking viewers, but I want to be at least on the forefront of dispelling is the fact that you can't sit here and say that what that man did was just for the money. Because one, you don't know what he's going to do with that alleged money that he got. Yeah. We don't know if he's going to donate that back into the community.
Probably will.
We don't know. Probably exactly. Will. I'm sure of course he's going to take something for himself. He has to. He has to make a living. That was the whole point. Yeah. But two, when you do that, what you're doing is erasing everything that he's done prior to getting this settlement. Because it's not like Cap was just like, I'm just posting on Instagram, making some cool jerseys to sell. This motherfucker was in the streets. He was putting together Know Your Rights camps. He was, you know what I'm saying, teaching people. And then collaborating with all these people. You know what I'm saying? I think John Carlos, Angeles, like, had on the Super Bowl day, had everybody wearing the Cap jerseys. On Super Bowl day, coordinated. Them jerseys fly as hell. I need one too. I hope they wide release them. But I just want to say, we don't, as far as the Cap shit's going, happy to hear that he got something for it. But don't be quick to jump on his back, and don't be quick to listen to people jumping on his back, because they don't have any clue what the fuck he's doing. We don't have any clue. He might not have, I'm sure he has a clue, but he might not have a full clue. Oh shit, okay, what are we gonna do next? And granted, it's stupid to say that, we're gonna count on Kaepernick to end police brutality. No, not at all. He's just using his platform to open the eyes on it, to say something, to fuck up the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? To switch that up, and I respect him for that. It's almost like with the legendary. Oh my God, I can't believe I have some comic. The comic passed away. Older gentleman who was a social activist working with Dr. King.
Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory. Man, shit. I'm sorry, Dick. My bad. That sounds crazy. I'm sorry, Dick. But Dick Gregory, man, like Dick Gregory said, man, you think I'm gonna change the world with some fucking jokes? No. But what you're doing is you highlight. You think that Cap was gonna change this by taking a fucking knee? No. But what he's doing is he's fucking up. He's fucking up the status quo and the algorithm. Shout out to Cap, man.
Eric Reed.
Man, I'm so sorry.
Bro.
Nobody gives Eric Reed, and he used to come into Nordstrom Pleasanton all the time.
He did.
He used to cash out, bro. I fuck with Eric Reed, man. Eric Reed, and he's still playing. He's getting to do it from internally, and they keep drug testing him randomly. Yeah. And they
also Malcolm Jenkins too.
It's been a couple players. What's his name from the Kenny Stills? Kenny Stills doing this thing too, man. It's a lot of other players out there who are fighting for him on the forefront, and I can't wait to discuss this more with a future guest who has been in on some of these conversations within the league. That's gonna be great. Let's go ahead, man. Shout out to
once again, hey, all the topics that we're coming up with, hopefully, they're all on point, and also, any
they'll definitely resonate.
Yeah, any recommendations, but definitely want to more focus on that 11-24, like that real facts, that real talk, the controversial talks. Like that's where we're really gonna try to aim for, the next couple videos. But also want to shout out the shop again, Heirloom Deluxe down in Alameda. Come visit. Hopefully next show we'll have like a giveaway or something, or like a promotion that we'll promote out, and then we'll get that out for all you sneaker lovers out there. So stay tuned.
Yeah,
next
man.
Show, episode 3.
Come through next episode. Subscribe to the page. Show your friends. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. It's gonna be a lot of fun shit going on in the show. I'm Jose Contreras.
Chris Musley.
Man,
Out of here.
y'all doing.